bigger purpose of what we do is not just, I mean, creating these is incredible. You know, I love doing it, but the bigger picture is connecting people with water. Water is that source of all life.
And we're just doing everything we can to make sure that we don't have any accidents right now. Look at that little fox. Am I in trouble right now? Yeah, I can see the look on his face. All right, so a little update for you. Things are going good. These guys are not stopping work and it's awesome to watch. So much is happening that I'm just going around filming because they're kicking so much butt so fast.
For all you people out there looking to add a little something to your water garden, you call Nick and King Water Gardens, he can get you a realistic look at driftwood that's never going to degrade in your pond.
They can call you too, right?
Years and years of enjoyment, so give them a call.
Aquascape's driftwood. It looks sweet. It's actually made out of plastic, but it sure looks natural. Good job, Parks. Keep going. Yeah. You want to let go? You got it? What? Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
This is a Mikayla sawzall. This is a blade. We're gonna cut this plastic. Please tune in and watch.
You heard that song? What a face, what a face, what a pretty face. I'm surprised. Thought everyone would play that for you. Just about 4:30 right now, and they're doing the final touches on the waterfall.
4:30 Red Bull, baby.
4:30 Red Bull. Midday lull, right? Gotta conquer that. So things are going really well. This project's looking sweet. I'm really excited because it really is about the foxes. We've got a cool beach area I'm standing on, so it's a zero entry down into the water because these foxes are gonna wanna come check out the water and look at the fish and drink out of the water. Jeff and his guy with Minnesota Waterscapes went through the woods and they found this awesome piece of driftwood. They carried it across the street out of the ditch, out of the woods, and brought it to us, and that's gonna be perfect because the foxes are gonna be able to just use that as a cool ramp, and I guarantee they're gonna climb up on there. I can totally see them doing that. And then Mikayla, the owner of Saveafox here, she had this culvert tunnel already here. So they're making a tunnel for the foxes to go in and out of. How cool is that? Ed's doing final touches with the guys up here, getting it ready so when they plug it in, it's just running. They don't even have to do any detail work on the edges because it's perfect. Look at the stones. Look at some of those characters coming out of that stone. Can you believe I saw all that when it was still... Do it again, get him! Get him! I want to see a battle. All right, so you know I picked all these boulders, right? Well, there's a downside to being the one that picks all those boulders. You get in trouble when you do something like this and you pick a big one right on the edge of what everything can handle. At least it's my minivan that would get damaged, if anything. Am I in trouble right now? Yeah, I can see the look on his face. All right, so they're moving the biggest rock. They're moving it on a hill. They're taking their time, and they have a lot of counterweights. So those guys are ready to jump off if they have to, and we're just doing everything we can to make sure that we don't have any accidents right now. Do, Parker.
I'm going down the tunnel.
Yeah, let's show them you starting, and then I'll go meet you over there.
Yeah, we're all...
Give them nuts, Parks. Boom. I will. Let's get you going in. Wow. Look at that little fox. It's Parker. No hand this time, huh? Last time I gave him a help. This time he's doing it on his own.
I thought he was going in for a second and started turning and I'm going, well, there's some wet shoes. Oh yeah, high fives are free tonight. Hey bro, high fives are free.
Check this out. So this is Mikayla, Saveafox Rescue, and this is her new pond. Can you believe it only took a day?
No.
I know. Mikayla, one of the things we have trouble translating is when you were watching pictures and videos, kind of seeing what you were going to get, did you expect this?
No, I was definitely in a state of shock until it was like done. I mean, beyond my expectations.
Awesome. Thank you for the opportunity. All right, Ed, thank you so much. This was awesome. You know, Ed called us about 3 weeks ago and said, hey, Nick, there's an awesome opportunity coming up at this foundation. It's called Saveafox Rescue. And he said, are you willing to help me get organized with that? Maybe help me organize some of the local contractors, help us get some machinery and pick out some boulders. And I was like, absolutely, let's do it. That sounds exciting. So here we are. We just finished it yesterday. I couldn't believe we did it in a day. I mean, it was a solid plan, and it was just fun watching a master at work. Ed's been doing it for 27
years.
27 years, building water features, not just studying about them, but being in the field.
Yep.
And I know everybody here learned something yesterday and learned how to improve our processes. I know watching the strapping is always awesome for us because that's a very time-consuming thing.
Yep.
It's very dangerous, and we learned a lot. So from our standpoint, we're very grateful to be involved in this opportunity. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience? Like, what were some of your favorite things?
Well, you know what? First of all, Nick, the Pond King, did an incredible job. I called the right guy. He was able to organize everything. Those boulders you picked out, over the top. I mean, I know we struggled a little bit with some of them because they're massive, but that type of stuff, it's those little details that make all the difference in the world. I mean, the outcome is just incredible. The animals are enjoying it. I love the look of it. I know, just like you as an artist, you know, we're our own toughest critics, so we're always analyzing, trying to tweak stuff out, but I love the way it all worked together. Nick is also the very first recipient of the Digital Influencer of the Year for Aquascape, so he's the first man, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
So I knew you were going to be able to take this not only from a logistical standpoint, trying to rally in the troops, got us hooked up with boonies down the road for a great dinner the other night, but also going out there and sharing the message. So being there, filming it, you know, pushing all that stuff out there, because the bigger purpose of what we do is not just, I mean, creating these is incredible. You know, I love doing it, but the bigger picture is connecting people with water. Water is that source of all life. So if we can do that properly and get that information out there, that's where we really won. And I know Mikayla is incredible. The animals are going to be able to utilize this, the facility. They're going to go crazy over all that stuff, but it's showing people the importance of having that aquatic resource. And the way we do it is different than everybody else. And it's awesome, replicating nature. Some of my favorite builds is just creating stuff for animals as well as people to enjoy, mimicking nature.
If you haven't subscribed to Ed, you probably found us because of Ed. But if you haven't yet, hit a subscription for Ed the Pond Professor. You are gonna learn the science behind this. You're gonna get inside his mind on the design as well. But the science behind this is fantastic. And I can't even remember a lot of the things you tell us. I just know that it works. And that's what's important to me is I'm that type of person. Like, I like to just see a tree and be like, that's a beautiful tree. And I don't want someone to be like, well, you know, it's the sap is growing because the tree is growing, you know, the bark grows because the tree is splitting and the sap brings in the dirt and stuff from the air. And that's what I like to be like, yeah, that's a beautiful tree. But we need people like Ed because the science behind it is why this works over and over and over again. It's awesome. So thank you for having us. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for Aquascape and all you're doing for the industry. There are thousands of people who have a really good life, a good career because of what you guys do. So I'm one of them. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome. So you're wondering, how did you become Digital Influencer of the Year? And what's it like? Well, it has a lot to do with things like this. Got to get that cool camera angle, right? Well, sometimes it crashes when you do that. So I'm at saveafox Rescue, getting my drone from being crashed on a rooftop. Yeah, so this is what it takes to get those sweet shots. There it is. Still in good shape. I love this thing. Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens, living works of art, 1 yard at a time.